talk about your decision to sign with Bryan. When did that come about? When did you start formulating that?
I kind of knew I wanted to run for college, but I didn't know where. And I didn't really think I was just going to be able to get the opportunity. And then I think it was subsectionals that we were hosting here, the Bryan College, Coach Bradley, he approached me and started talking to me about it. And I was like, that's a really cool opportunity. And then I got approached by another coach also to run somewhere else. And so I was like, oh, 2 coaches, wow. I don't know what to do. And so I went and looked at the other college, and it's their first year getting up and going, so I was kind of nervous about that. And I already knew a bunch of girls that were running for the team, so I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I went and looked at Bryan College, and I liked it better. I was more comfortable there, more comfortable around the coach and the people that are running on the team, because I've seen them, they're at the track when we had practiced sometimes, so I was a lot more comfortable, and I had known some of them, and they seemed like really nice people, and it was a good fit to run
So
there.
who do you know on the team?
I don't know anybody like
Personally?
I know Kenzie, she ran with us, so I know she's on the team, and she's a really, really sweet girl.
Yeah.
And then the other ones that I've just like talked to every once in a while, they just seem really, really nice and really good people. So
Right.
I think it'll be a good fit.
So let's take us back. When did you first start running?
I started running my sophomore year. I was going to run my freshman year, and then I broke my ankle, so didn't get to do that. And so my sophomore year, I started to run, and I started with track, and then I was like, oh, I'll go ahead and do cross country because I liked track. And then cross country that's my thing. My favorite thing is cross country. I do that, and then I do track to stay in shape for cross country. So, and I've just been running.
So what made you want to start running? Anybody that you know that ran, or?
My grandpa, he ran, and I would sometimes go with him. And then before I ran, I did basketball, and so I've always liked doing sports and that type of stuff. And so when I stopped doing basketball, I was kind of bored and I didn't really know what to do, so I started to run, and then I just kind of stuck.
Okay.
Kind of stayed.
So how much do you run a week normally?
In high school, I think we ran, for cross country, I think we ran 30 to 35 miles a week. And then for track, I think we did around 20, 25, sometimes 15 a week. So I guess it just depends on the workout that we do that day.
Yeah. So when you run, do you listen to music, or are you one of those solitary type runners, or?
It just depends on the day. I used to listen to music a lot, and then I got out of the habit of listening to it because I kind of just like the peace and quiet of running. It gives you time to think and all of that. And with music, I like the music because it helps pace you. And so
It does.
It just
it does.
kind of depends on the day.
Okay. Talk about academics at Bryan. I might have missed it. What are you going to major in?
Well, to get like Tennessee Promise, I'm doing an associate's, and I think it was called Liberal Arts, and then that'll go over into I think it's my EHS, which is Early Health Science. I think that's what it's called. I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure. And then I'll do there for 4 years, and then I'll transfer, hopefully, to UTC and go into physical therapy.
So physical therapy is your.
That's my main thing. Kind of following my mom because she's a physical therapist.
Oh, okay,
I really liked it.
there's your. So you've seen you have a pretty good idea of what's involved in physical therapy.
And from breaking my ankle 3 times, one from running, and then my hip from running cross country and pulling and tearing things.
So you've already had a lot of
seasons.
practice.
Yeah, and I really like going. It's really fun. So I like the people.
So pretty excited about this next upcoming year?
Absolutely, yeah. We got 3 girls and 3 guys that we've signed going into next year. It's kind of a smaller team for me, but August, we had a life-changing thing happen in our lives. We have my wife and I had a son in August, and so we're just kind of catching up to that, and really trying to get good foothold in the next year's recruiting. But we had a good signing season for our guys and girls, and we're really excited about the opportunities that these kids are going to bring us.
Now I heard you say she's starting today, so you got a pretty. When's your summer program is? What kind of conditioning?
We really work on just training consistently, trying to build base, build some mileage, build some endurance. We'll start fairly relaxed. We'll start with 10, 15-minute runs. For her, that's about a mile or 2. We really build up, and by middle of July, early August, they're doing 50, 60 miles a week, if not more. And
Okay.
so they're we start that way to make sure they're they can get to that point injury free. Because consistency for me is a lot better than throwing them in right. For her to run a 10-mile run today, she could do it. But at the end of the day, in 2 weeks, if we're could she still be consistently training on a consistent basis? That's
Right.
what we look at.